I'm an environmentalist. Staten Island is the borough of parks. It's one of the last bastions of nature here in New York City. It's important that our children grow up in a world with butterflies. And if we did not preserve these open spaces, there would be no longer any butterflies. The Verrazano Bridge was built early 60s. Loads of people started coming to Staten Island. It was an economic boon. Homes were built on every possible area that was available. I saw my neighborhood woods, my neighborhood open space demolished, and my nature was taken. And I guess that stuck with me, and I don't want to see that happen to other children across the borough. We are the most dynamic city in the history of humanity. There's going to be environmental damage, but there's no reason we can't then turn around and improve upon and preserve other areas for the future. And I'm all about our community. I think the people of Staten Island are fabulous. I love living on Staten Island. I champion Staten Island whenever I can. And the most effective way to make things better, to see change in a positive light, is to affect those politicians, the people making those decisions. I came in contact with a lot of the elected officials through the years, advocating for the preservation of open space. Built those relationships, and those relationships matter. When I saw an opportunity to get involved with the Political Action Committee here on Staten Island, I jumped at it. And I started interviewing candidates with the UFT and started to learn about the different issues affecting teachers and paraprofessionals, and how I could then go ahead and advocate on our behalf with the people I've come to know that built those relationships. So take advantage of my relationships with the electeds to advocate on behalf of our members. If you don't get involved, if you don't raise your voice, they're not going to hear you, and they're going to forget about you, and they're going to start making decisions that no longer benefit us, but possibly start to harm us.
First and foremost, I see myself as an organizer, and you know what, at the heart of that is, how do you help other people move to win the fights that are important to them? Our job as organizers is really to find the issues that matter to members and then give them the tools to fight for those issues and to win. Taking action at work, most people go their whole lives and never do that. It's scary. And that you have to build people up with skills, you have to build them up with experiences and some wisdom. You know, big fights don't happen until you have the small fights. And so really just building up people. It feels a lot, actually, I used to be a baseball coach. It feels a lot like that. In this day and time, I feel this myself, it's very easy to get discouraged. It's very easy to shrug your shoulders and say, what can I possibly do? And that's deliberate. The boss does that to us on the job. Our political rivals do it to us in the media. They make everything feel deliberately like, this is impossible, what can I possibly do? Any opportunity we get to include more members in our organizing and to build them up so they can include even more members, that's kind of the heart of what I'm interested in. And I think what we want to do as a union, which is really build our power and grow our membership, not just in numbers, but in the ways that they can participate in their own union.
Who are we? UFT! Who are we? UFT!
I think that at its best, it kind of looks like teaching at its best, in the sense that we're all lifting each other up at the same time. Today especially, being able to work collectively with people is becoming rarer and rarer, and that experience is really powerful. This work's important to me because I'm a teacher and I have a kid in New York City public schools. That's the first thing. When I became a teacher, I saw how desperate we needed a voice, and through union is how we get that voice.